Next chapter is sources of energy, class 10th. In our previous classes, we have already studied about the various forms of energy and what do you mean by energy. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, and it has many forms. Like it can be in the form of heat, light, chemical, sound, mechanical, nuclear, wind energy, solar energy, and many more. So, in our course now, we will study about their sources. That is, from where we obtain these energy. So, sources of energy are of two types. One is non-renewable source of energy and other is renewable source of energy. Non-renewable is also known as exhaustible or conventional source of energy. That is, they are present in a limited form in nature and cannot produce quickly. If it will finish from the earth, then it's not possible to obtain it quickly. Now, renewable source of energy, it is also known as inexhaustible or non-conventional source of energy. It is unlimited, it is present in unlimited form, or it can produce by us, that is, it will never come to an end. For example, non-renewable source, that is coal, produced deep under the earth by plants and animals. Petroleum, petroleum is a crude oil, that is, it's a viscous liquid, and when we will refine this petroleum we get petrol. Kerosene and natural gas. Renewable sources are wood, biogas, which we can which we can make by degradation of plants and animals, or by with the help of a cow dung. We will study it now. Solar energy, hydro energy, etc. Next is, what do you mean by a good fuel? Or first study what do you mean by good sources of energy. What are the good sources of energy? Good sources are those which are cheap, easy to handle, easily available, and the important thing is it do large amount of work per unit volume. It should not produce smoke or pollution or any harmful gas. It should be cheap and transportation should be easy. What do you mean by fuels? Fuels are those materials which, when burned, produce heat energy. So, the material which, when burned, produces heat energy. For example, wood, cooking gas, that is LPG, petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. Now, next topic is, what do you mean by calorific value of a fuel? Calorific value is that value which is produced when we burn any fuel. That is, the heat produced by burning a fuel of unit mass, that is a small mass 1 gram. More the heat produced in burning 1 gram of a fuel is having good calorific value, or it is said to be a good fuel. That is, for example, natural gas is a good fuel. Then kerosene or a coal, because natural gas has high calorific value. That is, it produces large amount of heat. uh, Natural gas has 50 kilojoule per gram of calorific value, and kerosene or coal has very less amount, that is, it can be 30 kilojoule, small k, per gram, 30 kilojoule. So its calorific, natural gas has high calorific value than coal, wood, kerosene, etc. Now, next topic is, what do you mean by ignition temperature? Ignition temperature is a minimum temperature the minimum temperature which must we have to give to the fuel to catch fire. The minimum temperature must be given to fuel to catch fire. It should have some standard value. It should not too fast or should not too slow. If it catch fire very easily, then it is also very harmful for us. Or if it takes some time to catch fire, then also it will be a time consuming fuel. So the better fuel is which has some standard value, which will not take such more time. For example, we ignite a burner of a gas with the help of a burning matchstick. That is, we are providing a minimum temperature to the burner so that LPG catch fire easily. The burning matchstick provide ignition temperature to the burner of a gas to catch fire. Now, what do you mean by a good fuel? Good fuel are those which should be having uh, high calorific value. It should not produce smoke. It should be cheap. Or easily available. And the important one is a good fuel is said to be a good fuel when it will not leave any ash or residue after burning. And the fifth one is it should burn smoothly. Or should not produce harmful gases. Should not produce harmful gases or should not pollute air. Now, the next topic is what do you mean by fossil fuels? We have studied about fuels. We obtain fuels with the help of fossil fuels. What is the meaning of fossil fuels? When plants and animals are deep buried into the earth for millions of years, then it decomposes into the form of gases and uh, oils. So, these gases and oils are used in the form of fuels. So these fuels are a natural fuel obtained by the remains of dead plants and animals. When buried deep under the earth, for millions of years, then big plants decompose or converts into coal, and small plants and animals small plants and animals converts into petroleum and natural gas. Now, what are the disadvantages of fossil fuels? Disadvantages are once they are exhausted, it's not possible to obtain it quickly or very easily. Disadvantages are they are non renewable sources and causes pollution, that is produces harmful gases.